Hello, you awesome people, and welcome to a trail ride. It's been a while since I did one, and I figured it was time to probably do one and talk. And I also asked you if you had any questions, which now I do have some questions to answer. And I just felt like I knew I was wanted to do one, but I wanted to wait until Silverglade was updated, at least to some extent, so that we were riding now in our new sort of environment, and it's gonna be lovely. And we're gonna do a part as you're watching this. This is a Monday, I believe. I get this out to you. It is after my theme week that I have with my club, where I had your week round sort of trail ride, where we for a number of days made some trail rides with oh, staying overnight at some places and so on. And we're gonna do one part of that, which will be like the last day we're riding this. So we have already ridden this. It was like last Thursday, I believe. But we're gonna ride it today, just you and me, so you can see it. And well, hello everyone. It's been a while, as I said, since I actually did this. I almost forgot how to do it. But it is a trail ride, and I speak about general things. Sometimes it is some stuff about my channel, or it is stuff that is gonna happen in real life, or I just update you with stuff that has happened, basically, and so on. And I feel like it was time to do one, because I feel like this year is coming to an end. As you're watching this is like the beginning of December, and my god, this year has just poofed. I feel it's a poofy year. It just poofed out of my life. I don't know. It's just months just flew by, and stuff has happened a lot. I can't really recall when I did this before and what I talked about before, but as you're watching this, I am doing my last year at university, and that involves doing a very big paper, sort of. You have to sort of do it to get that exam, and it's something that a lot. It doesn't goes for just what I'm studying. It goes for most. I mean, it's like that big project. I guess it depends on what you're actually studying, but all sort of courses and studying stuff ends with like this huge project that you have to do. And for me, it is this huge paper that is gonna be around 40 pages long, where it's gonna be social linguistic purpose and so on. But I'm sort of making it my own. I'm gonna look at something that is in Swedish, socially linguistic perspective, but I'm making it something that is interesting for me, and so I'm going to look at something about games I knew I wanted to do. And I have first one idea, but then that sort of went to shit, because it most of the stuff that is released when it comes to game is in English, and mine has to be in Swedish since that is what I'm studying. And I was like, there must be something that I can do in Swedish, and I realized that I knew this was around, but I just didn't know how big it still was. But it is magazines, gaming magazines basically, and I saw that they were doing reviews of games, and so that is how I sort of realized that I wanted to do a paper that looks at how the writers of the reviews describes the protagonists in the games. My first sort of pilot study that I did, it was focusing on the female protagonist, and protagonist is the main character basically in a game. And now I have evolved it to look at 3 female protagonists and then 3 male protagonists. I'm gonna look at different kinds of way, both not just compare them to see, but also look like, okay, how is the female protagonist described by the reviewer, and how is the male protagonist. Like, there's so much stereotyping in women, but I do believe there is a lot of stereotyping when it comes to men as well. So that is basically what I'm doing. And you're probably already bored, but that is like my life right now. As I recorded this, I decided to sort of take a little bit of a day off from my paper, because we've sent in our first sort of version of it to our mentor that I'm meeting tomorrow on a Thursday, and I've been sitting for 2 whole days on my couch, just writing, and analyzing all that. I'm drinking coffee, and I have to remember to drink it before it gets cold. Um, so that is basically my life right now. I've been dreading this paper since I started this education. But for some reason, when now is the time, I'm not as afraid as I thought I would be, or maybe I just haven't reached that state yet. It might come. It probably will come. But for now, I feel like I'm just gonna try and do my best. I have my mentor, I have my friends. It will be fine in some way. It probably won't be a masterpiece, but it doesn't really need to be a masterpiece. Just so that I will get check and then continue on with my education. That is all I need, basically. So, yeah, that is what I'm doing right now. And also, as you've been watching it, you'll probably see my vlog from the Tekniska Museum, where I was with Star Stable, the Star Stable team, and it was so much fun. I thought it would be like before, that we were just there, we're gonna be there and just enjoy it like you did, but when I got there, I realized, okay, I'm actually here to represent Star Stable. So I had like the Star Stable live t-shirt on and helped out so as much as I could with informing about the players about the game, and the parents, like, I mean, oh come on, parents to Star Stable players are adorable. You have like no idea. I met dads, I met moms. There were parents coming up to us saying thank you for what we're doing. They love this game and they're so happy that we exist, and so on, and so it's just amazing. And so I am so happy to see those kinds of parents, because so occasionally I feel like I only hear about parents that just complain that we sit by the computer a lot, and I feel like there are some parents that realizes that this game, for some people, for some of the players, has been like their sort of savior, I guess. Like it has been for me, it has been my savior, and I can imagine there are some players that found friends, like is having a hard time in real life, and then found this game and now has friends and so on. That because I can understand some parents that the generation split is sort of, it's hard to understand if you're not from that generation, but these parents get it, and they're so grateful and happy, and oh, it's almost like it's making me teary because they were so adorable. Okay, I need to gather myself. So if you have a parent that is that understanding, go and give them a hug, because you have no idea how happy you should be for your parent. Okay, I really need to gather myself. I got so teary because they're so adorable. Okay, back to life, I guess. So that weekend went long. I was supposed to be there for only like Saturday, because I didn't think I would actually want to be there for too long. The events that Star Stable tend to have recently has now that I'm saying it, I have stayed for too long, but they tend to be so many people, and I was like, well, if there's gonna be that many people and so on, I'm just gonna get tired, so I'm gonna go there, do as much as I can, and then go home. But then I realized that I was actually representing Star Stable, so I stayed the entire day, and thankfully at this event it was really calm. There weren't really that many players, so we really got the time to just hang and talk and relax, and so I wasn't really that tired by the end of the day. And then some of the team sort of said that it would be even greater for me to come on Sunday, because then I would have some more material for my vlog, and they were true, and that was true. So I was like, well, okay then. I read Esme's blog post where she said that they sort of nagged me to come the next day. Believe you me, they didn't even need to nag. They just had to say, oh, come next day, it will be fun. And I go like, okay. So, oh boy. I do too much for them. No. I love them. They're amazing people. Because, yeah, I just hanging out with Star Stable team and getting to know more and more people there, and getting to know the people I already known before even deeper. It makes me, oh, they're amazing people. I need to work at this office. Someday I will work at this office. But yes, so yeah, that is one thing I wanted to talk to you about because I don't know if I said it before, but my education does have a like an internship period at the end of the education, and I sort of wanted and or what I dreamed about doing my internship at Star Stable, and I've been talking to them. Um, and they said it might work, but they didn't know. And then we got to know that they're moving office again, and it will probably be around that time when I'm doing my internship. And they don't want to take internship at the moment because they don't have a program for it. And I was like, really feeling like, oh boy, this might not work, but they know me, it might work. And then at the end of one Thursday morning, I got to hear that no, they can't do it because it will really be around that time, I believe, where they actually are going to start thinking about that program. So it's just unlucky me to have my internship right around that time, basically. And for what I heard, there are so many more that wants to do the internship there and can't because of the same reasons. So at least I'm not alone, and I pity everyone who can't do the internship right now. And oh yeah, but I am a survivalist, and we all are survivalists. So, I looked around. No, I didn't look around. I have amazing classmates that they know what I do, and they know that I want to get into the gaming industry, even if it is a Star Stable. I want to get in there. And so, one of my classmates found in a group for internship in communications, found someone that was looking for an intern this fall. That is called Sverok Gaming Hobby. It is a Swedish ideal organization, sort of, that are doing a lot of with games and such. And they were looking, and I was like, okay. I tried to get in contact with Blizzard, and they couldn't. And I tried to get in contact with Paradox, and haven't gotten any answer from them either. So I contacted this Sverok, and getting to know him, it's only one communicator there, but he was really, really nice and awesome, I have to say. And when we got into what I do with Star Stable, he was like, oh, we actually would like to get some more information about this game and maybe could do a collaboration and so on. So this is perfect. Then you can teach us some Star Stable stuff, and I can teach you all the communication stuff. Yay! And we basically just had one meeting and signed the papers there. So I am going to be there in spring, because yeah, they were looking for internship for this fall, but they were taking for spring as well. So he wanted to meet me, so now I have my internship, and I think it's gonna be good. It is a, as they said, as all of my friends said, is another way. Like, I go to a place where they've had interns, and they have a program for it. Everything is set. He's used to having interns and so on. So I will actually get really good education from them. And I think that in a way is maybe even better to get experience from outside of Star Stable, to get and to bring with me when I'm looking for jobs that might be at Star Stable one day. One day I will be at Star Stable. Just you wait and see. They just need to have something for me to do, I guess. But yeah, so that is how it is right now. It is a goal of mine to work there, but you just never know. It might end up that at Sverok, maybe I'll end up working there, or I get another, like, Paradox Interactive would be kind of cool to work at as well. What I know, the one, because they had an intern communicator at Star Stable that I talked to, and now I believe he actually works at Paradox, for what I've heard. And he was actually also quite cool, so I wouldn't mind actually going there, and even though I would be working, to have to be sort of learning more, because I'm still in the learning process even if I graduated. That is life, you know. Oh my god, this apple grew, I believe it's called in English. It's better. It's so pretty. I love this. So I've talked a lot. So that is what is basically been happening. So I had a bit of a depression. No, that is a hard word to say. I was very sad, basically. Not depressed, because that is a hard word to say. I was extremely sad that day when I got to know that I couldn't do my internship at Star Stable. But one door closes and another one opens, I guess. I just turned around and there was another door for me to open. And it is another way around, I guess. So just by this story, I want to tell you all to never give up, even if something that you really wanted didn't happen. Your life doesn't end. Just look around for another door or another window. It will be fine. In one way or another, it will be fine. So just hold on to your dream. It will happen. Just keep on fighting. You know you can do it. And I am here rooting for you all. I am. Oh, Spirit, why are you here? Okay. So other than that, what have I been up to? Star Stable. So yeah, and I moved back now from my from my dad's. I stayed at my dad's while the kitchen was being renovated, and I got so tired of it. No, I was sleeping on his couch, and his couch is actually quite comfortable. It was working fine as a bed, but it is a very small 2-room apartment basically, and it is fine like if you're all alone or if you probably are a couple. But for me and dad, my dad was fine with it, but I was like, I need space and I need a door to close. Because I was living in the living room, and he of course didn't stay on the bed and close his door. He only did that when he went to sleep, sadly. And I had been hoping sort of that he would be out traveling during the time I would be staying there, so I would be actually trying out to live alone. He did that the first week, and then all the other weeks he was home and home and home and home, and I was like, oh my goodness, Dad, I might not be your favorite person when yeah. So in the end, I moved back, I believe a day or two before the kitchen actually was completely finished. But I am fine. I am back in my room with my computer, and I can close the door. The door, people, is an amazing thing, I have to say. We all love the door. The door is amazing. So now I'm home again, and I will try and get back to what I did before with streaming, doing a lot of recording, which I need to do now, because all the videos I did before moving are basically out now. And that is why I'm recording this night. No, I'm doing more than that. So I will be doing more Let's Play. I have an outfit video actually that I've been working on, and also I'm gonna do, I think it will be my last riding tips video going out soon as well. That is gonna be about trail rides. Way, which we're doing right now. Trail rides. Woo woo woo. So yeah. That is basically what I'm gonna be up to, and doing my paper and paper and paper and paper and paper. It won't be done until in the beginning of next year. Lord save me. Please. No. It will be fine. But I'm gonna try and get back more into streaming, because I know a lot of you guys really miss that and want more of that. I did one streaming on a Wednesday. Oh, it was when Silverglade came out. It was my first streaming coming back, and I was alone, and it was discovering Silverglade, and I felt like I completely ignored the chat. I was just looking around, giving all my comments and so on, and I missed all the questions you had in the chat, and I felt awful, to be honest. But so I will be doing more streams. Like, I have horses to level, I have archaeology in Epona on my Let's Play account as well, and also I have some discussion of doing some co-op streaming with some amazing people. Like, I will probably do it again with Quicksilver when she's back. She's apparently on a holiday now, so we'll be doing that as well. And there might be some talking of me doing some streaming with Melly, or as you know her, is Ylva, Star Stable Ylva, and maybe even Esme. That would be amazing as well, and maybe even Stacy would join. Like, yeah, doing some streaming with those people would be awesome. And other than that, of course, we still have the podcast. Oh, so excited about the podcast. I'm so glad that you people seem to really like it. Like, I've got a message from someone that was actually a bit worried now that, as you are hearing this TC computer apparently broke down, and we got a bit worried. But at the same time, I was like, you know what? It's not really like we're getting paid for this or anything. Like if it has to be pushed another week, it's fine. So I didn't want her to stress about the computer because I know how it is stressing enough that the computer doesn't work. um, I was like, no stress and all, but it seems to be working, and we're going to do the recording as we planned, and it's gonna be about clubs, which is very exciting. I think it is one of the most requested or something. I don't know, really. I've been getting questions about clubs and so on, and I sort of want to make an episode where we really discuss all the different aspects of clubs and so on in the podcast, so we can sort of refer you to there. So we're gonna have a guest that is in the US, so that time difference is amazing. But it is workable. It will be fine, actually. We managed to grab her on a day where she is off from work, so it will be hopefully it will be all fine. And so we will have different kinds of so it's me and Sixi, which is in the same club here in Sweden, and that has a very specific sort of vision of a club and also what we do and so on. And then we have TC, who has her own clubs, and she does a lot of open events and such. And then we have the guest that also has a very big, and I believe it's quite a famous club, I guess. But we're not really interested in the famous part. We just want to have someone who has a club that is quite well, it's just different from our own, so we can have some stuff to discuss and so on. Because you can have a club and it can be so different, and oh yeah. So that is it. So we're doing that for the November episode, and then for December we're gonna have a podcast episode where we wrap things up basically and sum up this year together and discuss our favorite updates for the entire year, and and so on, and stuff that has happened during the year and so on. And we're gonna have hopefully a very special guest for you as well for there. I believe it actually will be someone from Star Stable in one way or another. It might happen. I don't know if I have anything else to tell you. Just that I am back and home now, and that is I'm gonna be trying to get to work more and do what I do best, recording and stuff. And streaming, I guess. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm thinking, let's get back. Let's go to the questions that I've gotten during the time. Just a quick little. Just gonna refresh the page. Oh, I got another one. That's good. Okay. So I've asked on YouTube now that I have a community tab that is amazing. I've been longing for that one. So happy that I have it now, since all of you can't really follow me on Instagram. So this is amazing. I have a community tab now, so if I need to tell you anything, it's just it will be on YouTube now. Will this person want something from me? No, she just decided to. She didn't want to go that way, I guess. Okay. Okay, so first question from Hannah Oak River. I'm looking at the questions right now that is on YouTube, and then I will move over to the ones that I've gotten from Instagram. Hannah Oak River asks, what's your favorite thing to do in SS in Star Stable Online? Oh boy, that is, I think, like, it is a pretty obvious answer to say, like, I love the questing and so on, but despite the questing, because I feel like that is basically why we play this game, despite that, my favorite thing is to actually hold events for my writing club, writing lesson events. That's awesome, and planning and so much. So that is probably my favorite thing to do. And also recording, taking pictures, anything that revolves all my platforms, because otherwise I wouldn't find it fun, I guess. Okay, so that was that. Lucy Meadowwave asked how long it takes you to make and edit a video, and that is depends on what kind of video it is, actually. Like this one won't be taking that long to edit, because I basically just put in the entire file of the recording that will be in this video and put it in Sony Vegas, make sure there is a good intro and a good outro, and then put it on render. So it probably what will take most time is to render this because it's a big file. Oh, she's back. And so yeah, that is that. And then also the reviews that I do tend not to take that long. I mean, like if for instance I buy the horse, I ride around trying to get my impression of the horse and write down on a script what I'm going to say, and also do some sequence recording of that when I'm doing that, and then I get into recording the horse, doing all the different parts where I review the horse, and then I do thumbnail, picture, and then log out, go into my editing program and start putting together the edits and so on. So what can I say? 2-3 hours maybe. It could be less, like it could be even 1 hour depending on how big the video is and so on. So I think that is make and edit a video. I actually haven't timed myself when I've done a review video. And like when I do my vlogs, it might take a longer time because there are so many more sequence there, but that could take maybe 2 hours or maybe 1. How does it? Okay, if I say edit, if I sit down and edit all the content that I have and focus, I could be done within an hour. So it all depends what I'm doing basically. It could be 1 hour to up to 2-3 hours. I hope that was a good answer. Next question is Nika Unicorn. Maybe your opinion on a new Sony. Yes, as I'm recording this is the Wednesday when the Sony came out, and I decided not to do a review of it because it's basically the Norwegian pony with the new textures basically. And I actually got to meet Lisa at the event, and we talked about it, and she was like, yeah, I mean, she was honest with me. It is basically the Norwegian pony with new textures, and so she didn't feel like, nah, save it for the December horse basically. So, but the Sony in general, I'm very happy that it came. I'm happy that that this is now a classic example we can use when people say that they don't listen to the community. Because I mean, now Lisa has clearly listened to the community and she made the Sony because it was so much wished for. Now we have the Sony. It's here because of you guys, for you who wished it. So you can't say that they're not listening anymore because it's here. It's here, the Sony, and it's very cute. I have to say, it's very cute, and I love the details of the Pandorian magic on it. I just decided not to buy it because I know myself and I won't be riding it as much. Like I have a few Norwegian wild horses, and I tend to never use them unless it's Halloween. I'm very boring that way. So yeah, I decided not to buy it, and therefore I am not doing a review of it. But it's very cute. It is extremely cute. I love seeing anyone else riding it, so, and I love seeing the pictures of it. So yeah, that's and it's a good texture. I mean, the texture that Lisa's made is stunning as usual. Jessica Murphy asked, how do you make a good SSO video? And that is a good question. I don't know. I mean, depends on what you want to do, but I would say try to plan it, like have a vision of what you actually want to do and not just go out and do anything. Like for this video, I have written down like what I want to talk about, and I have the questions ready and so on, so I don't really improvise anything for my videos. I improvise when it comes to streams, but when it comes to video, I plan content, and I also so yeah, I plan the content, trying to vision what I want to do and what I want to say. I have manuscripts and so on. Something else to make a good video is to have a good quality on the video. If I can feel like I get a bit not wanting to see a video if the quality is not that good. So I am more interested in video that I feel like, okay, someone has really put down a lot of effort into this video and so on. But when it comes to what it is should be about, it's all up to you. Like, I love watching people doing eventing videos or stories or just reviews, or it can just be leveling, or yeah, it could be about whatever. People will watch it probably. So all you have to do is to really plan your content and trying to put a lot of work into it. And but in the end, try to put love into it, and you will know it is good. So yeah. Okay, Shire Productions. How did you find out about Star Stable? You can hear basically the entire story from our first podcast episode that you can find on Total Credit channel. Advertisement, but yeah. Short version, I was sitting up late at night and found advertisement about Star Stable on Facebook and decided to check it out. When I realized that it was something about the Starshine Legacy games that I used to play when I was younger, I was like, oh, that's cool. To be honest, I thought it would be like, when I first clicked on the video, I thought it would be more like Horses, that online game, and I am not a fan of that game. But then I realized what it was all about and how it all worked, and I just fell for the game and bought Lifetime pretty quickly after that. So that is basically how I found out about Star Stable. I haven't heard of it before anyway. So now I'm going to see if I can find the questions from Instagram. HD Popova asked, what horse will you buy next? And that will be the December horse probably, because I still have some horses on this account to level, and I have tons of horses on my other account to level, so I don't really feel the need of a new horse. But yeah, so it will be the December horse. Will be my next horse, and I have no idea which one it will be. I'm so excited to see. Jen Goldstone asked, favorite aspects and areas of SSO and what you hope to see in the future. Favorite areas, oh boy. I have to say Silverglade right now and Mistfall. Yeah, I think it's that. Oh, hold on a minute. Okay, I needed to sneeze. Okay. So yeah, I think it is. These areas are my favorite. I generally in love with woods. I never thought it would be, but as I've been playing the game since 2013, I found myself just loving woods, forest, sort of a forest area. The more the trees, the better. Basically, I want more trees in life. So when the Silverglade area was updated, and I realized that some trees has been cut down and it is less foresty, I did get a little sad, because I am loving the forest, and so I'm really hoping there will be even more trees in Hollow Woods when they update that area. So so that is what I like. I like forest area, even though I really like South Hoof for the open plains and all that, but yeah, I found myself loving the forest area a lot more. So the more the trees, the better, and details, bushes, flowers and all that. I want more nature, and so I'm hoping they will give us a lot more in the future. I know they're not quite done yet with Silverglade, so I'm hoping there will be more details right now, because there are some places that I feel have been like moorland. They decided to open it up, and I like that they removed the wall on in the back to make another paddock sort of. But in a way, at the moment as it is right now, I feel it is way too open. It feels a bit naked right now, and I did love moorland in a way. It was so much details, there was so much stuff to look at and so on, and now that the wall is gone and the gates and everything, it just feels like it's just a bit. So I'm hoping they will fix that in the future and make more details and so on. Because now it's too open. I feel like they shouldn't be afraid of making more details and so on. Like, if people are running into the wall, well then just learn not to run into the goddamn wall. There is a gate. Slow down. If you can't run into that gate without getting stuck, then slow down. Basically, just don't run. Take a chill pill, basically. So I sort of want the gates back because they were pretty. Gave Moreland a feeling of being a historical place. Now it doesn't feel like that anymore. So I'm hoping they will put a lot more details into it, because now it looks naked and empty in a way. But I am loving the paddocks. Really loving the paddocks there now. So I don't mind that they have taken down some of the walls. But I can't wait to see how the end result will be. I think that was it. Wait, I'm gonna... Oh wait, I realized I had it on flight mode, which I do when I do recordings. I am a professional that way. I turn off my phone. Just gonna check. Ah! Oh, another one asks, what is your next horse you gonna buy? That is from SSO Tjejerna Bast. And I already answered that. Do you think the magic horse are back in SSO? Star Stable Girl questioned that. If you mean the Sony, it is back, and the Jorvik Wilds will probably be back in some way in the future. I'm hoping for new models then, because like on the newer models that they've done something that is the Jorvik Wild, because the Jorvik Wilds that we have right now, here we have tons of Sonys. Hi people, which Sonys? Because right now I feel the Jorvik Wilds are old. So I'm hoping they will do a bit of a new versions of them, so they are better in a way. And I think that was all the questions that I've gotten. I hope you found out I hope you liked your the answers I gave you. And what else to say? So yeah, I will be continuing this last month, writing paper, recording, streaming, doing all that. I am back and I am home, which I am so happy about. Like, you have no idea. So happy. And we'll see when I will be streaming next. I'm not quite sure. So far I haven't really had the time, but maybe I've already streamed this weekend. Maybe. Or I will be streaming another weekend or another night. I have no idea. We just have to wait and see. I'm thinking I'm gonna end it at Dondal, which is quite a little place left. So, what can I talk about while we're going there? Was there something I wanted to talk about? What else? The Shire needs to be updated, by the way. It needs a little help. It's pretty, but it could be prettier. Just saying. It could be prettier. I don't know what else. Maybe you got... Because I will probably do... I mean, I will probably have more time to do recordings after, because my club, Comet Hawks, that I am a member of and writing instructor at, are going on Christmas vacation on the 16th of December, I believe it's something, well, something around there. So there are only right now 2 weeks left before we go on Christmas vacation. I've got 2 more events to do before that, and then after that I will have even more time to do a lot of recording and streaming, because there won't be any events or so on when we are on Christmas vacation with the club. So during Christmas and all, maybe you will see a lot more. Hello, Mariana. I'm a tiny bit busy, so sorry. So yeah. More. Do you maybe have any requests for what you would like to see on my channel, or a request for a stream? I realize now that I do have a plan of doing one really fun stream with Frida when I can grab her, that I realized would maybe be a fun idea, and that is to actually do a hide and seek as a stream. And I'm hoping that will be something that you will like as a stream idea. But yeah, other than that, I don't think I will be doing any more trail rides for this year. And I won't be doing any more life with studies actually either for this year, since I'm just doing the paper, so it's probably really dull now. And I don't know if it really got that reaction as I wanted. Like in the beginning you seem to really like it, and it sort of died down, and in a way I can sort of understand. Maybe it wasn't that fun, but it was an idea I had that I wanted to try out. And I got to test out my vlogging camera a lot more, so I'm a bit more comfortable with it. So I'm quite happy with the vlog that I did at Tekniska Museum because of that. But yes, now we're coming up to Dundal, and I am done talking. But yeah, so keep an eye out for the podcast that will be out soon for November, and also new videos on my channel. Keep an eye out for streams as well, because I will be streaming, people. And so yeah, if you want to know when I'm streaming and all that, just check that little bell. If you are not subscribed, then subscribe to my channel, and you will know when I'm streaming, and you will see when I've streamed or something. But if you want to know when I have new stuff up here on my channel, then click the little bell as well, so you will get notification for when I've done something new. Other than that, also leave a like if you like, so I know if you like all these trail lights. There was 3 likes in 1 sentence. That was amazing. But yes, I am done here today, people. I just want to remind you all that you are all perfect as you want. Keep fighting, because life is worth fighting for. And you're all perfect and amazing as you all are. Hi, Daska, I'm a bit busy. Hi. Pretty Sony, by the way. Anyway, people, stay awesome as always, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!